Hello and welcome, my name is Nila, so this is episode 32 of our Let's Play campaign of Factorio Angels March tutorial. Let's play build big beautiful base and what we want to do. So we started on our Robobus last time, and the next natural progression of the Robobus is in two directions. It is either adding the electronic circuit boards, or it is over here adding, assemblers, a mall. However, as I started looking at the mall, it occurred to me that, there is something about the mall, because if I want the mall, then a lot of the machines here, okay, maybe not those machines, but some of them, like up here, this one requiring electronic circuit boards, this one requiring electronic circuit boards, so we can't really do that. Also here requiring electronic circuit, no, not electronic, oh, that's nice actually. But we do need electronic circuit boards. So no matter, I can't build the mall before I build the electronic circuit boards. So they're going to be built up here. Let us build that, just mark it here just for the hell of it, so we know that it's there. So all of these, and I can't even build this because let's take a look. Electronic. No, what are they called? They're called advanced. Yep, advanced. Nope. Click the wrong one, this one. So that requires solder, not a problem. Basic electronic board, not a problem. Circuit board, yeah, but transistors require plastic. So we need to do plastic, and that's what we're going to do today. So I have found a nice, innocent little 12 million coal deposit, and I want to make plastic directly from this exclusively. So I browsed through my... here, let's have a look. And I said, all right, what can we do with coal? So there are a number of processes here. There are 15, 16. Some of them are direct. Let's start from the start. Grenade, nope. Rush, nope. Carbon dioxide, nope. This one, the coal gasification. This produces coke. Well, that's nice to have. Plus methane. Let's also look at some other ones. There's this one. Natural gas liquids can then be made into some more methane. And ether and butane can also do plastic, but not just yet. Oops, let's do this one. So other ones, this one, synthesis gas can also be used to make, where is it? Here, methane, but it requires the blue catalyst, which we don't have. So of the, what's that? The Burgers process, no, the Fischer-Tropsch and the Burgers process and the gasification. Those are the options. The rest are not really worth it. The coal liquefaction, this is the default one from the normal game. It's okay, but it doesn't produce much in terms of methane. So the answer is, ta-da, we are going to make this one. 5 coal becomes 6 coke. That's a good deal in itself. Of course, this would be, normally if it just meant straightforward, it would be 5 coal to 10 coke. But I also get some hydrogen sulfide gas, which I could convert into sulfur, into what? Oxygen? No, into sulfur. It's a benzene that I cannot use anytime soon, so I'm going to avoid it, though it can become plastic at a very late stage in the game, but I don't want to store it on that. And then methane. So methane, we continue. Methane can be combined with steam. Steam is free. It just needs some fuel, such as the coke could provide us. Methane becomes methanol and residual gas. Residual gas, we're going to store it because we need the residual gas to take our... what is it? We need the residual gas because the residual gas needs to be combined with base mineral oil in order to make lubricants. So we are going to have to keep this. The methanol can become propene. Propene can become plastic. Plastic can become plastic bars. And voila, we have now converted, without any additional materials, coal directly to plastic. That's a good deal. So let's count backwards. I have in my main base here, in my Robobus, yes, that's what we call it. I have marked 2 lanes. So that's 2 lanes of red, which is, let's call it 25 each. So that's 50 per second. So let's start counting backwards. I need 50 plastic per second. Let's see, is this the one that makes plastic? Nope, this one makes plastic. So let's actually make it somewhere that I can keep those numbers. So we start from the end of here. This one is making plastic. Yes. So I need I'm going to use these indicators. Oops, no. Oh, damn it. Now that's junk. I need the small ones. So in order to get, I want 50 out. Always, all of this is per second. I want 50 out. So in order to get 50 out, I need 500. Because it's a factor 10. So 500. That means now I need to produce 500 liquid plastic. Where am I producing liquid plastic? Let's have a look. Liquid plastic is here. That's in a normal chemical plant. We're all gonna have to take a lot more. So that's liquid plastic. So in order for us to make 10 liquid plastic, I need 4 times as many propene. All right, that's okay. 2000. I'm not really sure this can be done, but we can at least do this. And now the next part is in a steam cracker, I believe. Steam cracker, this is where this takes propene in, so we need the one where it create propene. That's benzene. This is ethane. This is methane to methanol. We'll get to that. Butadiene. Propene, synthesis propene. Here. Let's see. If I have 2000, then I need more methanol. I need to divide by 4 and multiply by 5. So I need, maybe this is getting a bit unrealistic, but it's at least something to count with. There we go, 2,500 methanol. Oh dear. And now the next one, I believe, is also a steam cracker, because that's where we get methane to methanol. Yes. In this case, we need to divide by 8 and divide by 4 and multiply by 3. Divide by 4 and multiply by 3, I said. Yeah, so that's 1875. 1875. That is now methanol. So now we need to figure out how much no, this is methane in. Methane to methanol to propene to liquid plastic to plastic. Yes. So how do I make methane? That I get that from a chemical plant. This is the initial process. And it is, is it this one? Gasification. So each process here is divided by 70. So divided by 70, multiplied by 5. That is 133. Yes. $134. Like this. That's the coal inbound. Did I click it? Yes. So that's 134 coal. And if I look at that, is if I take, okay, if I take a red belt, this can produce 26.67, and if I multiply by 5, I get 133.35. Wow. So this is pretty damn accurate. You would almost think that this is, so if I get 5 lanes of coal, then that becomes pretty much exactly almost 2 lanes of plastic go outbound. And that's pretty good. Now the next problem is, how the hell are we going to do this? Because they are all only speed 1, and that's a bit crazy. This one is okay, but if I need to consume 134 per second with this one, it's crafting speed 1, and it's consuming 1.25, so I need more than 100 gasification plants. That doesn't seem reasonable, does it? So I do have a bit of an issue. So is there any way that I can make it sort of at ratio? Let's try it at least to make it at ratio. Let's see. This one is just going to be a lot faster than all the other ones, right? Or let's actually try it. You are at 125. You know, I think I'll scale it after this. So what does it take to keep this alive? This is consuming 40 propane gas per 2 seconds. But 20 per second. And it's operating at 2.25. So this one is getting 22.5 inbound per second. So if I want to, we could do this and then it'll be much easier. Then it's going to be 45. That's easier. That's a number I can start calculating with. So if I need to provide outbound here, 45. Oh, I don't have enough of these, do I? No, I only have 2 more. Let's see if I can craft a few. Yes. All right, next up, you are producing propene, and you need to produce 45 propene per second. So this is producing 80 per 2 seconds. And that is 40 per second. And then I multiply by 40 per second times 2.25. That is 90. Really? Yeah, so this is producing 90 per second. So that actually means I need, oops, I don't have any more of those. That's a disgrace, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, we're going to do a few of those. There. So 1 of these to 4 of those. That's actually, I mean, I have to go through that again. Is that really true? And then this will then be 45 or 90. 90. Cool. So this is pretty good. This is very efficient. And we forget about the steam. The steam we can always do afterwards. But this will now require... No, I can't get this to be correct. Yeah, it is correct. So 50 per second times 2.25. You're now consuming 112.5. Silly, but okay. The next one is also here. Oops. From here to here. Good. So how the hell do we do this? Well, no matter what, then if I have, since this is consuming in 2 seconds, they're both running on a 2-second cycle. No, this is running a 4-second cycle. Ouch. Do you output 20 per second? Oh, this one is only at 1. Oh, that sucks. I just made a mistake, and I bet you've been yelling at me because this is not at 2.25. This is at 1. So each one of these is producing... I'm just trying to see what... okay, so this one is 90 per second in and divided by 4. What is 90 divided by 4? Sure, what's 45 divided by 2? So there you go. I'm just trying to get an estimate of inbounds and outbounds. So there. This is producing 80 for 2 seconds. So each 2 of these is producing 80. That's the outbound. So it's not exactly spot on. And in this case, it is consuming 100. And then we take the next. Let's get a bit more distance. You will be up here. So in order to somewhat hit the 80, the 100 mark over here, if you want to produce your... That's correct. You are producing 20 per second. So you're producing 20 per second. That means we're 5. Well, that's good. Not good enough. That's 5 of them. And then I have 80 inbound. Really? Is it? No, that's 60 inbound. So that's, if I pretend this is the same, we can pretend, right? We can pretend. That's just assuming that this is operating at a speed 2 instead of 2.25. If this was operating at speed 2, it would be awesome. Which is the reason why I really like this one. This is the chemical plant, exactly speed 2. And now the last one. Let's see if we can match 75 per second. This is now a speed 1.5, so it gets a bit more troublesome or difficult. This one. So you are producing 70 divided by 4. 70 divided by 4 times 1.5 in crafting speed. That's 26.25. So I just need 3 of them. I don't think it's even worth figuring out what that is times 3. Yeah, that's 79. And 3 of these, how much are they consuming per second? Ha, nothing. They are consuming 5 of them divided by 4 seconds times 1.5 from crafting speed times 3 because I have 3. That is consuming 5.625. 5.625. That is a crazy amount, right? So 1/5 of a red belt needs all of this. But it's also pretty much at ratio. Okay, let's just check the one last thing here. So if this is producing 22 per second, 22.5 per second, or honestly, it's only going to produce 20 per second. Let's see, how much can you consume? You can consume per second. You are consuming 20 per second. Yes, 20 per second, and your speed 1.25. So it is times 1.25. That is 25, which is again almost perfect. 25 in. And if this was 25 in, it would produce 2.4, 2.5. Ah, 5. Okay, so again, the ratio here looks about right. So this is the, and in terms of residuals, this one has a residual gas. This one has some sulfide that I don't know if I want to do something about. And it also has, this doesn't need steam inbound. Now, I need to figure out the size of this because this is obviously not big enough. But the question for myself mainly is also, am I going to double it or am I quadrupling it? I think the right answer, this is the ratio. We are going to kill all the stuff up here. Oops, probably shouldn't have killed that one. Ah, whatever. It's gone now. This is the important part. This is the one where we need to scale from. So how close can we make it, I suppose, is the next question. Let's start sort of assumption-wise over here. What if we take a belt in at this exact moment? This is as close as it can get. And this is reasonably as far north. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna get. So this is, oh, that's not it. That one. What are we missing? Some iron. Fine, I have tons of iron here. Just need to make an iron producer. So, oh, right. Really? I don't have enough? Get it. Chemical plants. Yeah, more chemical plants. This one, here, one. Can I even make him this close, or should I avoid it? Yeah, I should avoid it because it has 3 things out. Then it needs a space. 3, 4, 5, 6. If I have 6, and this one is easier. There. This one is going to be the next. It is taking the methane plus some steam. Now the question is, can I get the steam in here? Steam. Okay. So, did I... No, I left those in my... You're gonna get a lot of these. So might as well. Now what I think is... Oh, let's actually build them down here, because we are gonna be doing a lot of piping in the future, and yellow belts are somewhat passé. So I guess this can... No, this cannot go directly in. But it could go... This. This needs to be moved out one quite clearly. There. Those are the options I have. And let's also get here and... No, it has to be out here so we can actually grab stuff. It doesn't need to be further out because I don't need any further out. And here again, a close one and this further one. The residual is just that, residual. And guess I need one more. This. Well then again, this is the right one. Yeah, synthesis propene, yep. But there are some differences in the numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so I need to repeat this part. Let's start by repeating this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I did not get my... Why did you not come along? Got it. So what is this again? This is 6 and I need it way more than 6. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And again, these didn't quite follow along. Alright, it's quite clear that I am not able to take one more here. I mean, what if we take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Could I fit it in? Oh, it's going to be so close. And I could if I just switched everything one up. That means we could... Okay, that didn't... That could actually be 3 more here. Okay, now that one is not being placed. Get it? And I also loaded... Wow. I don't think I'll be able to wire this up. Ah, this is too close. Too close, damn it. There we go. Got it. You are done. The next one will be... I can always move it, right? This is going to be... How many? 1, 2? Okay, well, then 3, 4. Some more. What a mess. And let's also get some here. I also suspect I should get it on the top side here. There are no other materials. Nope. That one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Not you. So that's the 6 we have here. And then I need 3 times. Wow. Do I even... 1, 2, 1, 2. That's 12. And do I have at least one of them? I don't know. I can just do this. See if I get any. Yep, I did. Cool. You don't need anything, right? It's just straightforward. Plastic 1, 2, 3. Oh, hold on. I need twice as many. That means actually. Oh, this is cool. See, obviously this doesn't work unless I take this one here, right? Oh, that's a cool little trick. And that allows us to get twice as many. Like this. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four, five, six, whatever. 12. That's exactly what we needed. That's twice as many. And I'm not able to actually get this further out, so I will just mark it like this. And for each 4, I need 1. So that's going to be... How do I do this? 1. Now that's the question then. Should this be reserved like this? I think it kind of should. It'd probably be better. So if I look at this, this is taking 6. Oh, it's 5. All right, so it's not actually that bad. If I could take the whole damn thing and move it up 1 tile, it would actually be quite neat. We're missing, obviously missing some lights. We're missing some lights. We're missing all the inbounds and outbounds, but if I really have to look at it, I could make it like a mirrored on the other side, and then I could have twice as much. This is now outputting 2.5. That's such a pathetic amount. So I'm outputting 2.5 at this point, but it's quite compact. It's not really compact because this part down here is really not the ideal. It goes from 3 to 5. Those 5, they are just not ideal. The one thing I'm thinking of is, what if I could make those closer? I mean, how much space is wasted? It's 1 in 6. So right now I have 15, and that means there are 15 tiles that are wasted with a power bolt. If I could make it like front or back, then it could be a lot closer. Not a lot closer, but somewhat closer. It should actually be possible. Let's do a test for it. Come on, we don't have anything. What are we missing? Iron? This is a good way to store iron, is in those coils, because of course you can't just have them, but it's at a 4 times compression. That's actually quite nice. All right, the one thing I want to check is, can I take these 2 next to each other? And, oh, I also did 2. Oops. How am I doing this? I'm saying this is here. And it has to be like this. How close? It doesn't matter that much. One distance. Here, this one matters. It needs to be 4 distant. Wow, it works. Damn it, man, it works. Can you see it? Do you see it? And that means obviously We're gonna have it in a different approach. This one is here. And here I'll take sort of the usual. This also can be tiled. And from here to, oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. Yes, and if I just tile the whole damn thing, look how neat it tiles. Of course I don't have enough, but this is such a neat tiling. That means I have to redo the whole damn thing towards this tiling because it's tighter. And I want it to be built as tight as possible. I'm gonna have some in down here, which means that at this point I can build this part here. I can jam it closer together. I think that would be beneficial. Then this part here will be a lot closer. If I take, it's just going to take 1/6 space, not that much, but it'll be closer, and that's nice. So after that, I'm going to build one here and preferably one on the other side that's reversed or mirrored. I could simply build something like this and just flip it around. That would actually be quite neat. You can see here it gets kind of in trouble up there, but not really a big deal. And then somewhere in the middle, I'll build all of the residual gas. Oh no, there's a problem. Because this one actually has an output, which means it's perfect location. Look at the perfection here. There's one inbound and there's one outbound. What's actually really important is that the outbound is more than the inbound. So I can't even take this in as filling up a full red belt, because then it won't be able to output. So I actually have to scale it towards the outbound. And at this point I am saying I have 3. How I wish I could make these Mark II, but that requires concrete and aluminium and brass. It's several things I don't have. So what was I looking for? So I'm taking 5.6. What's it? 5.625 times 3. That's at least what I can do. That's 16 point. Yeah, let's call it 17. So I get 17 inbound and divided or times 1.2, because that means it's actually, if I could get one more it would be nice. But anyway, there's also the part that I can build something, and then when I get the next, I can just upgrade it to the next tier, and then it'll suddenly go how much faster? Yeah, 50% faster if I upgrade. But I mean, that can't be done now. All right, so we did a lot of calculations here, and what I'll do between sessions is I'll set it up so that we have this set up in the space here. Then when we come back, we are going to start managing all of the waste products here so we can actually get it up and running. That means figuring out what to do with the residual gas, figuring out what to do with the benzene, and also what to do with the sulfur, what's it called? Hydrogen sulfide. Yes. And then we should be getting some industrial plastic out. Not a lot, but something, right? Okay, let's wrap it up. Thank you very much for joining. I hope you're enjoying it so far, and that you'll be checking back as we continue the progression on this base in the next episode. Cheers.